Hello, everybody. This is Radio Entrepreneurs, the show that constantly streams stories of entrepreneurship, leadership, how people are building companies in this economy. Every week, we like to check in with our professional service maven, the fabulous Marc Z, president of Marc Z Legal Staffing. Welcome back, Marc.
Thanks, Jeff. Great to be here, and happy fall. The weather is here, very crisp, but it's a great time of year.
Yes, it is. It's going to get warmer towards the end of the week. I'm looking forward to it.
No, me too. Me too.
Good. So, Marc, what's our topic today?
So, what I thought we would talk about something that professional services and firms and companies have always had career progression, and in terms of defined roles where there's growth for the employee that joins them. But professional services in the past had not had them. And now, over the last several years, particularly the last probably 5 to 10 years, law firms, professional services firms have said, we want talent, non-legal talent for certain positions. And we're going to create a growth path. So somebody who used to come into a law firm would say, there's no growth path, career growth for me. So I'm going to look into opportunities that are not in the professional services space. So for example, professional development at a law firm, there are now different levels of that. And it's a key position in terms of professional development. Paralegals, it used to be, okay, I'm going to be a paralegal at a firm, and that could be my career. But for somebody who did not want to practice law, but wants to be a paralegal, the only growth they had was by moving to a different firm or a company. And now what firms are doing and companies are doing, particularly in the legal departments, are having defined growth paths. So somebody who's a paralegal, they can go to a certain level and ultimately a management position, but there are defined roles now, and that's creating more retention for employees in professional services.
Well, I believe that people have talent and skills and ambitions. And if you can tap into those talents, those ambitions, they become more loyal to employers. And that's the key to what you're saying. And I think there are many ways to do it, which is creative and has a menu. There are courses which will only help people, marketing, sales, whatever it is, communications, public speaking. But I also think the mentoring path is an interesting path. But I always like to qualify, Marc, mentoring in terms of internal mentors and external mentors.
Right.
Because in certain professional service firms, basically the mentors all have the same set of skills, and it's a little less private. So I think that's important as well. So I agree with you 100%. If you want to build a strong culture, retain people, you have to let them believe that they have a career growth with you.
Correct. And the other thing, when you talk about mentorship, internal and external, a lot of professional services firms have, as part of that growth path, internal mentors. So somebody who comes in will have somebody who's going to help mentor them to make sure they'll be as successful as possible in the role, or identifying areas that they need improvement and being accessible to somebody who comes in. And we're seeing that a lot more, that one of the reasons why individuals want to make a move, not only for a defined career path, but because they want strong mentorship. So you're totally correct in terms of making sure, as part of that growth plan, to have a strong mentorship.
Well, I know I picked mentors earlier in my career that I thought could help me in various areas. I must have had 4 or 5 different mentors, different skill sets, and it really helped me to develop my toolbox.
Right.
And the breadth of my toolbox. You worked with your father for many years, and I'm sure he helped you a lot as well. But I think that's important early, especially early in your career. And then I think later in the career, it keeps you alive and young if you can mentor people, pay it forward, and do it back again.
Right. Right. No, that's something that even in our company, we encourage mentorship. I mean, I definitely work to mentor people on our team, and that's important to them. And they have said to us that's a key reason why they want to be with our team is because of mentorship and because of the balance between responsibility and strong support
Good.
that it comes with the role, you know?
Well, I appreciate the topic. I think it's critical for us, Mark. If somebody's looking for your assistance, especially in professional services, to match up for mentoring or get help or set up a program like that for a law firm or a professional service firm, how do they find you?
Well, first of all, when we talk about programs and mentorship, they want to find you at mageusa.com. As far as where we could be helpful, Google Marc Z, M-A-R-C, and the letter Z. Go to marczlegal.com, marczlegal.com. Our wonderful site, radioentrepreneurs.com, and 617-338-1300.
Wow. Thank you, Mark. And we look forward to you every week on Radio Entrepreneurs.